Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got his man on the outside. On the move at the 30. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll try to pop the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Overton. Quick strike complete. Hard running there. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Puts it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harbor. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snags it quickly on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Heaves it on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Overton. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. 1st points of the day are on the board.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. He's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They get set for the point afters. We have the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up 14 over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
creates a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. Out of bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Got room to work. They make the stop about 4 yards short in the first down. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Makes the catch. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the air, it's Overton. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on third down. It's on target and complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. That's caught. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 27 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
There he goes. And how much much running room that they've been able to find just all day. They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To throw, it's Overton. Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Howell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
To the air, it's Overton. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
Turning it on! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Got room at the 35. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got a man. It's Howell. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Gets it out fast. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, plain pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Finds a little space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Trying to set up the screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Howell. Breaks into the open. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, you talk. Finishing games with a purpose, with a plan.
executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by